Am I the a-hole for not replacing my nephew's leather jacket after my dog had an accident on it? Anyway, later on, my husband found a piece of sausage roll on the floor upstairs. Nephew Dave, 19, admitted he'd tried to make friends with Pickles by giving him food. My husband and I were not happy, but everyone else brushed it off as not a big deal. I went up to check on Pickles, and that's when I realized that everyone had put their coats in our room when they arrived. They'd always done this in the past, and honestly, I never thought to tell them different. Anyway, he'd obviously eaten something and got an upset stomach, not wanted to come downstairs with a crowd there, so he'd had a small accident, some of which had got on Dave's leather jacket. He's never had an accident in the house before. I called my husband and took Pickles into the shower to get cleaned up. People came up to see what was happening, and when Dave saw his jacket, he was furious, raised voice and red-faced, accusing me of making the dog do it on purpose to prove a point. We cleaned it off with antibacterial wipes, and it was fine. No smell or marks on the leather, although obviously for hygiene reasons, it would need cleaning properly. Well, that was the end of the party. Everyone left pretty quickly, not wanting to be in the middle of it. But Dave and Tracy stayed behind, yelling until my brother persuaded them to leave, saying we'd sort it out later. It was a mess, but honestly, I thought it would blow over, but it hasn't. Dave and Tracy are both texting me, saying we need to pay $150 for a new jacket. I keep saying no, it was his own fault, and I was the one who ended up cleaning up poop. Husband was on my side at first, but is wavering. He says we knew they'd ignore us, and we should have taken more care to put the coats in another room. He said, I'm focusing on being technically right. Dave is just a teen, and this is not the hill we should die on. So, Eta? We can afford to replace it. Had Pickles chewed his coat, I'd replace it in a heartbeat, which makes me think maybe Ieta. I offered to pay cleaning, but that's not good enough for him.